In this episode, we are going to be looking at investigating the strength of materials. Hi boys and girls, at the end of this week's lesson, you will be able to define strength, examine materials or objects to determine the strength of materials in everyday use, list a property of materials that determines the choice of objects for specific purposes in everyday life, and complete at least 4 of the 8 activities at the learning centers. Since the ban on plastic, manufacturers have been producing reusable tote bags for shopping. In comparison to plastic bags, these tote bags are more durable and can hold heavy items without tearing apart. Some shoppers are fascinated with the bright colors and design of these tote bags. However, what is most pleasing to the shoppers is the fact that they will not have to double the bags out of fear of the bags tearing and damaging the items. In order to produce these tote bags, the manufacturers had to decide on the purpose of the bags and the most appropriate material for making them. Therefore, a fair test must be conducted to determine the best choice of material. One property or characteristic of material is its strength, that is, how strong it is to endure different weights and forces. The paper tearing strength is not the same for different types of paper. So we can think of cartridge paper, for example, versus the paper in your notebook versus, let's say, newspaper. All of those are different types of paper and they tear differently. Cardboard is really paper. So different types of the same general class of materials will behave differently based on how these materials have been made. It is necessary to note that paper is made from the fiber of plants, which are intertwined to form a sheet. Manufacturers determine the amount of fiber based on the use of the sheet of paper. Engage. Discuss the difference it would have made if manufacturers made tote bags with similar materials used for making toilet paper, paper towel, or newspaper. Can you imagine trying to take, let's say, a nice big 2-pound chicken in a toilet paper bag from the supermarket? What would happen to that bag? Or paper towel or newspaper? Let us now access the internet and view a video on investigating the strength of materials. Explain. Use creative ways to explain to your class the property of strength, that is, how strong the material is to endure different weights and forces. Extend. In groups, carry out a fair test to determine the strength of different types of paper. Here are the materials needed: book leaves, newsprint, cardboard, tissue paper, paper towel, copy paper, magazine paper, brown shopping bags, wax paper, gift-wrapped paper, Ziploc bag, paper clips, scissors, and a paper punch. Here's the method. This is how we're going to do it. Use a ruler and draw a rectangle with a dimension of 15 centimeters by 10 centimeters on each paper. It's a fair test, so we're going to keep the size the same. Use a pair of scissors to cut out each rectangle. Then punch a similar hole in one of the shorter sides of each paper. Use a paper clip to make a hook. Then place the paper clip in the hole of the paper and allow it to hang. Punch a hole at the top of the Ziploc bag. Push a string through the hole and make a knot to fashion a handle. Hang the Ziploc bag from the hook, that's the paper clip, and then gently place $20 coins in the Ziploc bag to get each rectangular paper to tear. Evaluate. Complete at least 4 of the 8 activities at the learning centers. Here is the word link from the Faye Ellington Center. Find out types of materials used to make shopping bags at the supermarkets. The self-link at the Dr. Agri Irons Center. Make a journal entry expressing your views on the strength of each paper used in the investigation. Number link at the Albert Einstein Center. Based on the investigation you conducted, complete Table 1 with a recording of the results. Here we have the strength of the paper. Here's the type of paper, the number of coins on the first try, number of coins on the second try, and the average of the number of coins. So gift wrap paper, cardboard, toilet paper, copy paper, newspaper, wax paper, tissue paper, paper towel, magazine paper, and brown shopping bag. Music link at the Jimmy Cliff Center. Write song lyrics on the strength of the materials used in the investigation. Picture link. Draw a diagram of the activities in the investigation, and this is from the Edna Manley Center. Body link from the Rex Nettleford Center. Use paper to make a bridge. Then you could try to place some coins on the paper bridge. 1. Was your bridge able to hold up the weight of the coins? 2. What other materials can you use with paper to strengthen your bridge? Here are some questions now. How many coins were able to tear the tissue paper? Which paper needed the least coins to be torn? Social link. Use WhatsApp to send photos of the investigation on the strength of paper to your parents. And finally, our nature link, the Dan Macaulay Center. The earliest papers were made from papyrus, which the Egyptians made from the pulp of the papyrus plant. Find the name of 2 other plants that are used in paper making. In this episode, we were looking at the strength of materials as a property of materials. And it's important for us to remember that strength is how strong the material is to endure different weights and forces. So let's think back to the story of the 3 little pigs. So I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down. One little pig built his house out of straw or grass, the other out of sticks, and one with bricks. And based on the story, we know that what? Bricks are the most suitable material for making a house. When the grass gets wet, it won't hold very well. The sticks can be blown down fairly easily as compared with bricks. Alright, so when thinking of strength of materials, we need to look at the purpose that we're going to be using the material for to see if that material fits the purpose, especially with regards to strength. Take care, and I'll see you in the next episode.